Hi survivors, this is Sanin and I'm bringing you a video guide to Berezino. Berezino is one of the big three, Cherno, Electro and Berezino. If you would compare its size, it's most likely covering the biggest area, which makes looting Berezino more time consuming than Chernogorsk or Elektrozavodsk. However, as it is the most remote big city and has the least interest points around it, it attracts less players and therefore is safer to loot. Berezino is a great place to find those much needed medical supplies and some general loot like drinks, food and civilian clothing. You can find a firearm from there, but you should not count on it, and if you do, it is not going to be an assault rifle. Let's take a look at Berezino's map to learn about the city and its surroundings. I'll also put the link of the map I use and recommend down in the description. Berezino is located next to sea. All other sides are covered with empty fields and they are followed by a climb and woods, which makes it an excellent scenario for snipers to find cover and take clean shots. The highest chance to get into the city unnoticed is going to be the little strip coming from the west. It will provide you a camouflage and also cover from weapon fire if needed. But if you manage to grow yourself a pair of balls, you can also make a fast run from the north or southwest woods and still be relatively safe. When already in the city, try to have some cover between you and the forest line at all times, and do not spend too much time on the rooftops. I'll take a free ride to break the city down to districts. The most attractive city district is going to be the southern one. It has a hospital, a shop, 3 wells, 2 pubs and some higher real buildings and a construction site. The middle district has another shop and some higher real buildings and a football/soccer field because, let's be honest, zombies or not, we still love football. Unfortunately, there is no ball nor the chance to play it in DayZ. Lumber Mill District, that is located between the Mill District and the sea, has a factory building, a well and few aerial buildings, but due to the low housing in general, there will be less loot to pick up. And finally the Northern Districts, even though I saved it for the last, it doesn't really pack anything. It has a factory building, 2 pubs, a well and few high yield buildings in it, but if you need some food, drinks and maybe even some civilian clothing, then this is the place for you. This city district will have the lowest chance to meet a fellow survivor due to the lack of quote-unquote good loot. So now we have studied the theory, let's jump down to action, and I will be entering the city from the north, and for the video's sake I will go through all the districts and show you which buildings I recommend looting, but I will not enter them myself to keep it short. It does not mean that you should not loot other buildings, but if you want to make it quick, these should be the priority, or these are the ones that I recommend. So first off, we have this 2-story building tray right to my left. I'm aiming it right now. It has a potential to spawn some medical loot, so watch out for that if you're in need. And of course the church. Can we get the wireless fence? Yes. Great success. Yeah, church has some good stuff as well. And a little bit desync. It's fine really. Now we can see the pub. Yeah, this one. It's a 2-story pub, so you should always loot those. They spawn really good stuff. So and let's keep running down the road. There's really nothing. There are like few big gaps where there is nothing in this city, and it's really a quite some distance. So the building on my left, it's a factory building of some kind, and it actually can spawn some military stuff like ammunition, Mosin or something like that. And the one I just aimed at, it's not not really a high priority, but you can check into it as well. And there should be one more part before we go towards the lumber mill. So this is really the northern part of the map. And we have one gal. Her name is Jessica. I know her. Yeah, she was my neighbor. So from the time I still lived in Berezino. So let's ask her a question. Yeah. But as you see on the interjection, there was the pub and no room really. Okay, unfortunate. And let's continue going to the lumber mill area. In the lumber mill area there are like 3 or 4 buildings that you should be interested in. Of course you can loot the others as well, but these are like the top priority, as I keep saying. So we have one buddy after me. I think it's Jessica's boyfriend. Oh, this is the office building. This is like the most important building there that I was just aiming at. Let's talk to him. Yeah, I think we don't get along so well. Who's this? Buddy of his, I guess. And let's keep going. And now there is the diner building. The one right there behind the zombie. How do you guys call them? Zombies? Walkers? Doesn't really matter. Infected. And the next cap. It's a small one, but still. You don't actually even have to go there. But if you have the time and the need, maybe, or the urge, there is like one building here, and I'm going to show it anyway. So it's really the building there, this one. And we have a nice little friendly zombie there as well. I guess it's Masha. Yeah, she always liked to be near her home. I guess this is why she got turned into zombie. Couldn't leave her house. And yeah, another one here. Okay. So this was really the only one why I came here. And if you want to go straight from lumber mill, the office building, towards the central part of Berezino, there's only one building, this one. And as I said earlier, you can spawn some medical stuff, so yeah, you can check it out. Now we have a bit of distance to cover once again before anything interesting. But if you have time, you can loot them all. Yeah, you have the freedom to do so. So, another diner here. The people in Berezino really love to eat and drink. They're like 4 bobs. Not sure. Can't get a good look. Let's see. Ah, okay. This one there as well. Yeah. And now I recognize the building. So it can spawn some clothes, foods, drinks, etc. Good stuff. So this one right in front of me right now, I'm aiming at. Same as the last one, and this one as well. This is the one that can actually spawn some medical stuff. Which is nice, but it's not a hospital, so it can spawn some medical stuff. It doesn't always do so. So these two, a pub, or a diner, sorry. I called it diner. And another 2-story building just like the one we had a few seconds ago. So if you're entering the city from the west, this is really where you should be starting from, this building there. It has some foods, drinks, clothing, and it's quite near to the tree line next, or yeah, the tree line coming in from the west. And of course here, as you can see, the military base is finally removed, thank God for that, at least for now. And the soccer field is actually a football field, however, you like it, it's actually now free. Unfortunately there is no balls spawning in DayZ, and there are no physics or chances to play ball either, so But maybe in the future, you never know. I don't know if Teen Rocket Hall is a football fan or not. So this is the building we already talked about. I'm just going back a bit because we will start going towards south now, or we have been doing so the whole time. But yeah, I wandered west for a second to show you the football field. So shop here. This is the first shop you will see when you're coming from the north, but most of you will be coming in from the south and southwest and west. Of course, when you're coming in from the west, this is also the first shop. So keep that in mind. Shop is always worth looking into. Little hop, yeah. And there actually should be like 2 more buildings before the central part is over and we can head towards the construction site there. So yeah, this is the diner, you can see. It's like, yeah, this one, yeah, and the one back there, the medical loot one. The diner as well, actually the diner can store medical stuff as well, so I'm not even sure what they did there. And the pub building, the 2-story building that I keep talking about, they spawn a lot of books. For real, it feels like a bloody book club. And the construction site. Construction site is a great place. In the construction site you can find Mosin, maybe some handguns, like the revolver, and some magazines or ammunition. So I'm not really looting this place, I'm just trying through it, and it provides me some cover. So this is the only reason I'm doing it right now. Next one. And there are like 2 more diners here. I don't know if the workers, as there are farm buildings and construction sites, if those people were really hungry that they needed 2 diners, or what was the case here, but yeah. So one on my right and one down there. So we can turn around now. And start going to the southern part of the city. First thing in the southern part should be another diner that we will see. Yep, here it is. God, I would like to see Berezino filled with people. I'm so sure they were slightly overweight for obvious reasons, because next building will be diner once again. But in the backyard you will actually have a well as well, so you can drink there and fill your bottles and stuff, so really handy. And this is the back of the pub building, the book club or pub. I don't even know how to call that one anymore. So this one there, yeah. We have the shop in front of us now, but I'm going in from this another entrance. So yeah, shop here, the second one. If you're coming from the south, this is the first one you will see. If you're coming from the north or west, this is probably the second one you will see. So another pub there, but we will get back to that. Now we have the building that you actually came for, and here it is, the hospital. So yeah, you can actually jump in from the window back here, or enter from the front. And there are some like 3 buildings, I think, and a well on the other side of the road, but I think they are too risky to go into, and I don't ever go there actually, so it's really up to you. You can go, there are a lot of buildings there that are lootable, so it's your decision. But this is the pub I was talking about, the next one, and another 2-story building, this one that has a chance to spawn some medical supplies. Now I will go back here. Hola, this is Igor. Igor wasn't a good friend of mine. He's always a bit cocky, yeah. He's definitely not friendly. You can see it by the way he runs, and down he goes, just to sleep a bit. So this building here has some general loot and another diner really. I mean, the people in Berezino love to eat. So now let's shoulder the weapon or put it away and make a run for it. Yeah, you can see that I drank some Gatorade earlier before and I'm running like a beast. So yeah, Usain Bolt ain't got shit on me. Some zigzagging to be a harder target and some cover. This is the tricky part, there is no cover to have between you and the fire. So, and finally into the safe hands of the forest. Yeah, hugging the forest tree line. So this was the Berezino. Thank you all for watching. Please do not hesitate to leave a comment, like, share and subscribe for more news, tutorials and videos about DayZ. This was Zanin and I hope to see you next time.